realize the lowest price ever.
Whirls away grease and spins your skin alive.
The original, the one and only rival crock pot.
But what's for dinner?
We've got fried chicken, turkey, and Salisbury steak. Not bad.
It's hard to imagine a world without the conveniences we have today. But just a few decades ago, people lived without cell phones, internet, and social media. In this video, I'm going to take you back in time to show you some of the home decor trends and devices that people had in their home in the 1970s. Hello lovelies, my name is Laura, and in this video, I'm going to take you on a trip down memory lane to the 1970s. This was a really interesting time period because so many things were changing. Technology was evolving rapidly, social norms were shifting, and fashion was undergoing a major transformation. So buckle up and get ready for a nostalgic ride through the past. Thank you, June's Journey, for sponsoring this video. June's Journey is a hidden object mystery game with a captivating detective story taking you back to the glamour of the 1920s with a diverse cast of characters. Each new scene takes you further through a thrilling murder mystery story that sets the main protagonist, June Parker, in a quest to solve the murder of her sister and uncover her family's many secrets. She also has a knack for getting in tricky situations and solving her friends' problems in their own witty ways. The game is available for free on mobile devices, phones and tablets, Android and iOS, and on the desktop through Amazon and Facebook. June's Journey was released just short of 5 years ago and now has more than 30 million fans around the world. The game is developed by Wooga, who deeply believe in the importance of representative narratives and writing stories and making art with a varied cast of characters. And I really like this game because it takes place in the 1920s and it's very relaxing. I love the interior design of the house. And as you know, I've done a lot of 1920s videos, so I feel like I can really relate to this game. And I always play June's Journey before I go to bed or if I'm just relaxing and I just kind of want a little bit of a vintage escape. So thank you, June's Journey, for sponsoring this video, and make sure you check out the link below in my description box and pin comment. All right, let's jump right back into the main video. The 1970s certainly look like a more relaxed, dare we say more mellow era, don't they? Everyone was wearing roller skates, disco was king, and Jaws terrorized moviegoers. One-story ranch style or split-level homes where novel architectural features were available. Home interiors were clearly distinctive though, whether they were good, horrible, or just plain gaudy. Let's travel back in time to a typical 1970s home, since a little nostalgia is never a bad thing. And I honestly love the 1970s style, but that's just me. So first we have linoleum floors. 1970s linoleum floors have a legendary reputation for both bringing a retro charm to any home and for being incredibly resilient. They became a staple of modern households because of its affordability in comparison to other materials and the way brightly colored geometric shapes could easily be cut into the material. 1970s linoleum floors were used extensively as demand far exceeded availability, with this trend carrying through to today, creating 1970s style themes around the world. Whether strips of red, green, and blue or large stained glass effect tiles, 1970s linoleum will always be remembered for having brought about a certain sense of style that stood out against other traditional flooring choices. And I do love the look of the 1970s flooring, especially in the kitchens and the bathrooms. And next we have beanbag chairs. 1970s beanbag chairs were all the rage. They had an unconventional and sporadic shape compared to traditional chairs and became symbolic of progressive, rebellious culture. They brought a sense of casual luxury that hadn't been seen until then, revolutionizing furniture design as we know it, and sparking a whirlwind that continues to influence today's decor and fashion. Unlike any piece of furniture before them, 1970s beanbag chairs exalted comfort over practicality. Versatile yet vibrant, they made a statement in 1970s living rooms across the country, inspiring people to be bold in their design choices and stand out from societal standards. And next we have the wood paneling. Wood paneling was seen in nearly every home built in the 1970s. Its essence was almost entwined with 70s culture. Despite its origins beginning much earlier, the 1970s saw an era of wood paneling throughout society. Yes, it had an enduring effect on people back then, summing up all that the decade stood for within 4 walls of wood. At first, wood paneling was used in wealthier homes, but quickly became a status symbol and trickled down to the middle-class households too, making the wood panel craze even more widespread. Consequently, wood paneling exploded during this period and gave way to unique architectural designs and trends. Its impact on modern interior design can still be felt today and is certainly worth noting as a defining testament to 70s design style. And again, I love those vintage basements and rumpus rooms with the wood paneling. And next we have the Clairol skin machine. And the Clairol skin machine revolutionized facial cleansing in the 1970s, changing the way people thought and talked about taking care of their skin. Created by Clairol in 1966, this revolutionary face brush consisted of a motorized gadget with several rotating bristles that moved around the face in circular motion. The Clairol skin machine was a unique device because its bristles were much softer than traditional cosmetic brushes, allowing users to feel confident that they weren't going to damage their delicate characteristics of their complexion while using it. A revolutionary product during its time and still favored by some today, Clairol's skin machine made them a leader in facial cleansing technology and pushed others to follow suit.
If you like clean, you'll love Clairol Skin Machine. It brushes off dirt, whirls away grease, and spins your skin alive.
Clairol Skin Machine spins you clean.
The original skin machine, only from Clairol.
And next we have another popular 70s item, crocheted blankets. Crocheted blankets had a huge resurgence in popularity during the 1970s. Crocheting was a time-honored craft that many of our grandmothers and great-grandmothers had used to make special blankets for us as children. Crocheted blankets provided warmth like no other, bringing back feelings of nostalgia and comfort. The patterns were intricate and creative, with every stitch telling part of a bigger story from generations gone by. By the end of the 1970s, crocheted blankets had become an essential piece of home decor for many families who are looking for traditional style decor to bring warmth to their homes. And next we have lava lamps. Lava lamps, once considered the embodiment of psychedelic lifestyle and spirit of the 1970s, have had a unique history. Invented in 1963 by British entrepreneur Edward Craven Walker and originally marketed as lava glitter, the lamp soon became popular amongst the music-loving youth who embraced its otherworldly swirling forms. These lava lamps were lauded for their ability to put people in a relaxed state through their calming visual effects and captivating motion. To this day, lava lamps have retained their retro charm as symbols of nostalgia of a time gone by. And next is shag carpeting. Shag carpeting emerged in the 1970s like a wildfire and quickly became a trend that spread across America, leaving every home with a cozy, shaggy reminder of the time. Shag carpeting began as a kitschy fashion statement, often found in psychedelic colors or designs, but quickly made its way upmarket. Even today, many people still remember the days when they were lounging on thick shag carpets and playing the hottest TV game shows on their television. Shag carpeting is much more than just an era of decor. It marks something special about the 1970s, a sense of all-embracing joy and freedom that defined that decade and captured an era in all its Technicolor glory.
It's luxury carpeting so deeply piled that you'll want to stretch out on it, bask in its luxury. You'll feel wonderfully rich. And now you can have this luxury carpeting in your home in plush, shag, pattern, or kitchen carpeting at just $5 a square yard from July 11th through July 14th from Gold Finds by the Bridge.
Right on.
Next, we have those giant, massive wood TVs with built-in cabinets. The 1970s brought with it a style of huge wood TV cabinets that was unique and eye-catching. People of the decade had an appetite for grandiose furniture that made a bold statement in their household. Huge wood TV cabinets were not only fashionable, but they also served as silent guardians of entertainment centers. The massive frames enveloped fragile technology components safely within its walls while allowing sound to be projected joyfully in a room of the house. Huge wood TV cabinets use quality materials such as oak, mahogany, and cedar to create magnificent pieces of art that provided years of enjoyment and comfort, well earned by those who purchased them. Not only did huge wood TV cabinets reflect the fashion style of the 70s, but it truly was an era where big and bulky pieces became part of many memories made during that time.
Quasar 2 by Motorola. It has the improved picture tube for sharper, clearer color. The works in a drawer help keep it that way. And Motorola's suggested list price, optional with dealer, is the lowest price ever for their works in a drawer color TV. Quasar 2 in consoles and compacts.
I hope you'll watch my April special with Bob Hope and Tom Jones, co-sponsored by Motorola.
Next, we have crock pots. The 1970s crock pot revolutionized the way people cook their food. Not only could they slow cook oven-cooked recipes with ease, they could also make dishes that simply couldn't be made in an oven. This tiny kitchen appliance revolutionized Sunday dinners and kicked off creativity in the home kitchen like the world had never seen before. Nowadays, it's hard to find a 1970s kitchen without a 1970s crock pot gracing its counters, making meals for family and friends alike something you'd never have imagined 50 years ago.
Stoneware slow cooker that cooks all day, stews, soups, roasts, vegetables, breads, cakes. Cook so low and slow you don't stir or time it. Great flavor.
Sorry, I asked.
You mean the rival crock pot that cooks all day for less than 3 cents with no sticking, roast, stews?
I know.
The original, the one and only rival crock pot. Let me tell you about it.
You mean you haven't?
And another design element in 1970s homes were sunken living rooms. The sunken living room was a popular trend in the 70s. It dramatically changed the look and feel of homes throughout the decade, making sunken living rooms a defining feature of this era. Not only was it a huge statement piece, but it also allowed for more seating and space around furniture, perfect for entertaining guests. The sunken design creates multiple levels to the living room, offering an interesting dynamic and great optically flow from one area to another. Despite the sunken living room being a signature symbol of 1970s homes, it has since decreased in popularity. However, many people still appreciate sunken living rooms and often design their homes based off this classic trend. And next we have the 1970s light-up makeup mirror. In the 1970s, the world of beauty and makeup was significantly transformed with the debut of the infamous 1970s light-up makeup vanity mirror. This now iconic vanity mirror was revolutionary in its ability to stimulate natural daylight that allowed women to apply their makeup and observe their looks with greater accuracy. It quickly became a must-have item amongst glamour enthusiasts around the world, forever changing the world of cosmetics by providing an unprecedented level of precision when it came to applying a makeup. 1970s light-up makeup vanity mirror truly revolutionized our concept of beauty and changed how women prepared themselves for any grand event. And I've bought these before at the thrift store. Now I kind of want to go and look for a new one again. I love the look of the 1970s ones. And next we have floating stairs. Floating stairs have been captivating onlookers since the 1970s, originally designed to create the optical illusion of a staircase that appears to be unsupported and floating in midair. These staircases have come to define an era. Decades on, their mesmerizing presence still lingers in many homes, a reminder of how far we've come since the 1970s. The phenomenon has greatly influenced modern architecture, leaving its mark for generations to come. Floating stairs providing timeless grace and aesthetic appeal since the 1970s. And next is TV dinners. TV dinners, the pantry staple that took the 1970s by storm. TV dinners changed the way Americans thought about quick and convenient food, becoming a mainstay in many households. They provided an innovative solution for hungry families looking for an easy and tasty meal with pre-portioned ingredients and an attractive TV tray design. Not only did TV dinners provide convenience, but their variety of flavors made it increasingly popular with everyone from busy parents to college students. TV dinners quickly became a household essential and a symbol of mid-century modern living. Although they had some nutritional shortcomings, TV dinners remain a source of nostalgia and reminder of simpler times in American history.
But what's for dinner? Let's see. We've got fried chicken, turkey. That sounds very steak. Not bad.
Banquet uses many of the same good foods you might buy yourself. And Banquet is just as concerned about value as you are.
Well, Dad, you did it.
Sweetheart, there's nothing I can't do.
Banquet frozen dinners.
And next we have the Farrah Fawcett Lady Chic Speed Styler. Farrah Fawcett was a style icon in the 1970s, and her influence is still felt today. The Farrah Fawcett Lady Chic Speed Styler was released in 1976 as a revolutionary styling tool that promised to revolutionize the way women styled their hair. Farrah's endorsement of the product made it an instant sensation, and it quickly gained popularity across the country. Farrah's reputation for having luxurious golden hair only helped to further promote the Farrah Fawcett Lady Chic Speed Styler, which allowed users to easily replicate Farrah's beloved hairstyle with just one tool. After more than 40 years on store shelves, and Farrah Fawcett's Lady Chic Speed Styler is still considered one of the most iconic tools in hairstyling history, and it definitely defined that decade. And next we have rattan furniture. Rattan furniture was a beloved mainstay of the 1970s home. This light, inviting rattan furniture made an indelible impression on design during this decade, as rattan's natural texture and bright colors added to any room's atmosphere and charm. The airy curves of rattan furniture were particularly appealing and welcomed in many interior designs during the 1970s that were necessarily centered around cozy living spaces due to the dramatic shift in fashion from flashy, loud colors to warm earth tone palettes. Rattan furniture served not just as a comfortable and fashionable solution, but also one that conveyed a relaxing bohemian spirit throughout homes everywhere in the 1970s. And next is floral sofas. Floral sofas were a huge trend in the 1970s. With their bright colors and striking designs, floral sofas were everywhere. They took pride of place in living rooms around the world, drawing attention with their eye-catching hues of yellow, blue, and green. Floral sofas were able to make a statement like no other piece of furniture before it. They proudly reminded people that colors can create a sense of playfulness, joy, and sophistication all at once, and became an iconic part of 1970s decor narrative, filling every home with unmistakable personality. And next we have macrame. Macrame had its heyday in the 1970s, a time of eventful experimentation and innovation. The graphic designs and intricate patterns that emerged from macrame art transcended the decades, making it a timeless craft. Macrame was everywhere, wall hangings, decorative knickknacks, and jewelry were all in fashion. Its popularity reached far beyond any particularly social circle or era. Macrame gained recognition from people from all walks of life worldwide. After all these years, macrame remains an iconic emblem of pop culture for the unique look it lends to homes and wardrobes alike. And next we have pod chairs. Pod chairs burst onto the scene during the 1970s and instantly changed the way that interior designers thought about furniture. These creative and innovative options fit perfectly in any modern environment and allowed for a level of versatility that had never been seen before in seating furniture. Pod chairs quickly became the go-to choice as they allowed people to create distinct arrangements while also providing added support and comfort. Pod chairs represented a different approach to design and were a big hit in the 70s, ushering in an exciting new era of style and flair. And next we have chrome finishes. Chrome finishes in the 1970s marked a notable shift away from traditional home decor trends of the past. The reflective and metallic material had an aura of newness, providing homeowners with a tool to modernize their space. Chrome changed the aesthetic landscape of homes everywhere, becoming commonplace fixtures for kitchen countertops, faucets, furniture, doorknobs, you name it. Chrome offered up a unique solution that drew attention to itself, but also lent its high shine offering to more subtle styles of interior design aesthetics. Truly revolutionary in the 1970s, chrome finishes still add a distinctive shine to any home today. And next we have typewriters. Typewriters served as the original computers for many during the 1970s. During this time, these unbelievably revolutionary machines changed businesses and communication processes forever, creating a new kind of technology that would be synonymous with typing for generations to come. Typewriters were a huge success due to their portability, affordability, and ease of use. Features that made them more than just powerful tools, but trusty companions in the office. Typewriters made it possible for business professionals to travel and type up confidential documents wherever they wanted, meaning little data was ever left vulnerable to competitors. Today, we might never think of typewriters as something revolutionary, but those of us who remember the glory days of this piece of equipment know just how powerful this unassuming machine was once in its heyday.
Introduced. The new one can automatically type in both directions at the rate of up to 350 words per minute. The automatic typewriter that's twice as fast is made by Xerox. That's right, Xerox.
And next we have Pyrex dishes. Pyrex dishes were a sensation in the 1970s and quickly became a staple in every home. Pyrex dishes offered a durable, easy-to-use dish that could quickly go from stovetop to oven and displayed beautiful patterns to match any table decor. Pyrex kitchens flourished with this newfound convenience, allowing families of all sizes to cook up whatever unique recipes they could imagine. Pyrex remains relevant today, but its heyday thankfully isn't forgotten. Many fond families still have Pyrex dish collections that have been lovingly passed down through generations as a reminder of simpler times. And in the 1970s, people had matching kitchen appliances. 1970s kitchens were a kaleidoscope of avant-garde colors amidst harvest gold, avocado green, burnt orange, and a spectrum of browns so varied you'd be hard-pressed to tell the exact hue of your appliance. 1970s kitchen appliances brought flair and flamboyance to households all over the world. For many homemakers, 1970s appliances were more than kitchen necessities. They were statement pieces that defined their home's aesthetic while staying practical and efficient. Appliances from this era set standards that have since made a 1970s kitchen appliances sought after decades later.
The Mana energy-saving refrigerator uses a little more electricity per day than a 100-watt bulb. In New York City, where rates are high, that could save up to $100 a year. And you get the exclusive Amana refrigerator within a refrigerator that keeps meat fresher longer, and a big freezer, too.
Amana!
And next we have the custom beauty salon hair dryer and nail dryer travel case. The 1970s custom beauty salon hair dryer and nail dryer travel cases revolutionized the 1970s beauty industry. This compact, modern traveling case allowed brunettes and blondes alike to preserve their perfect styles without compromising mobility or lipstick shades in minutes. No longer did women have to schedule days at the spa to achieve glam. This kit allowed users to style on the go in a matter of seconds. 1970s custom beauty salon hairdryer machines and travel cases were a revolutionary product which changed the lives of 1970s beauties, allowing them to maintain aesthetics with ease.
Yours at home with the professional General Electric portable hairdryer. So simple, comfortable, fast, so professional. Relax in luxury. And when you're through, simply tuck it away. Let the professional General Electric portable hairdryer help you to be more beautiful. At stores now.
And next we have record players. The record player revolutionized home entertainment in the 70s, captivating music aficionados of all backgrounds. Records were larger and heavier than today's CDs, yet smaller and cheaper than the emerging 8-track record format. People enthusiastically embraced record players as the new way to enjoy their favorite music because of their sleek design and easy portability. Jukeboxes rapidly declined in popularity due to music fans now having their own record players to transport and play wherever they pleased. Record players truly encapsulated the culture of this decade with its vivid colors, shimmering details, and classic sound that had never been experienced before, leading them to be treasured possessions for many years. And another design element in 1970s homes was exposed brick. Exposed brick walls first rose to prominence in the United States during the 1970s and have since become a beloved symbol of modern design. For many homeowners and apartment dwellers, an exposed brick wall can link them to a history in a way that plastic or glass never could. Exposed brick has withstood the test of time. Having been used throughout Europe for centuries, it wasn't until the 70s when those same principles of old world design emerged in modern design. Exposed brick is more than just a trend, it's a reminder of how our past and how art and design has evolved over the years. With so much visual charm, it's no wonder why exposed brick is still inspiring designers today. And next we have electric photo slides. In the 1970s, electric photo slides were revolutionary. Before this time, tales of life and experiences were both rarely captured and shared with a larger audience. Electric photo slides brought photography to the forefront of entertainment and documentation, giving ordinary people the chance to preserve their everyday lives in vivid color photographs that could be easily accessed by friends and family for generations to come. With the rise of electric photo slides in the 70s, a transformation shift took place, one that would influence how people document their lives for years to come. And another popular thing in 1970s homes was rec rooms. Rec rooms were all the rage in the 1970s. When it seemed that nearly every house had one, people of all ages gathered in these new havens to enjoy classic board and card games, or even just to relax and talk with friends. Rec rooms brought families closer together while allowing people to both escape from and embrace the technological advances that infiltrated the decade's culture. Rec rooms were often decked out with shag carpets, disco ball lamps, and avant-garde furniture meant to mimic endless galaxies of far-off worlds. To this day, a culture of nostalgia for rec rooms still exists, thanks to their lasting influence during one of America's most iconic decades. And next we have fondue pots. So the fondue pot burst onto the scene in the 1970s, becoming an iconic symbol of the vibrant and eclectic era. Popular amongst food enthusiasts, fondue pots helped create wonders that captivated guests in gatherings around the home. Filled with bubbling hot cheese, chunks of succulent meat, and decadent chocolate. Fondue pots became more than just a cooking device. They were pieces of art that help create wondrous memories. Ultimately, fondue pods embodied 1970s culture, both fashionable and flavorful. And next we have massive 1970s coffee makers. In the 1970s, massive coffee makers took the coffee world by storm. It seemed like they were everywhere in restaurants, diners, offices, and even homes had these gadgets that promised to quickly brew a delicious cup of coffee. Massive coffee makers were designed to provide convenience and efficiency in an era where people were eager to embrace anything modern or cutting edge. In many ways, massive coffee makers altered the way we approach making and drinking coffee forever, from being a simple pleasure transformed into something that could be quickly completed with ease and convenience. Today, massive coffee makers are still popular and timeless due to their dependability. And I just love the look of the 1970s coffee makers. Next, we have Super 8s. Super 8s have had an incredible journey through the world of film. During the 1970s, a Super 8 camera revolutionized how filmmakers captured motion pictures, granting them the freedom to be able to film outside of a studio and environment. As the Super 8 camera became more popular, bringing Super 8 movies into homes around the world, people keyed into emerging styles and techniques that were made possible by this tech-savvy alternative. Super 8s opened up a new realm of creativity for filmmakers as directors began telling stories in unique ways that only Super 8 cameras could capture. It's a wonder why Super 8s weren't always part of filmmaking. And next we have the facial sauna by Lady Chic, and this was a facial steamer. In the 1970s, a facial with beautifying mist by Lady Chic face sauna took the beauty world by storm as an innovative breakthrough in home facial care. This facial sauna was etched into history as a must-have for beauty enthusiasts wanting to get the perfect glow. Facial with beautifying mist became most men and women's beauty secret weapon, offering a spa-like treatment at home at a fraction of the price, making it affordable and safe. Lady Chic's facial sauna had one mission: provide people with all the tools they needed to achieve their desired skincare outcome while saving time and money. Whether it was used to moisturize skin or reduce wrinkles, facial with beautifying mist was guaranteed to deliver results that made people feel both beautiful inside and out. And the 1970s were a time of tremendous technological advances, a fact made even more remarkable when one looks at the items found in every home during this era. From typewriters to kitchen ranges and corded telephones, these items embodied the spirit of the 1970s, a reliance on simplicity and hard work. Despite the leaps in innovation that have been made since this decade, it is essential that we pause and honor the importance of 1970s era appliances, which provided an invaluable role in society for many years. And thanks for watching, and let me know which decade you want me to do next, and check out some of my other vintage videos. See you soon. Bye.